morning, everybody. This is Ben back again, and now I'm back for another collection video, in which for this video, I'm going to now show you guys my documentary movies, which I have a few of them. I think these might be all I have. I think they are. I don't know if I don't know if I'm missing any more, but if I do have another one, then I can let you know in a future video, if I remember. But I think these might be all I have. In total, as far as I can remember. So anyways, let's go ahead and get right into this. Of course, these are only the movies, documentary films I'm showing. I'm not including any TV stuff like National Geographic, because of course I do have some videotapes of that, but I'm not going to show those. These are only the movies, like ones that were theatrically released and then were later given a video release, not stuff that was aired on TV and then given a video release. So like the National Geographic stuff, like I said. So anyways, let's go ahead and get right into this. First up, we have Into the Arms of Strangers, The Stories of the Kinder Transport, which is a 2000 release, and this VHS I think is from 01. This won the best documentary feature of 2000. You got the side and we have the back of it. Especially moving and effective, gripping, and memorable by Kenneth Turan of Los Angeles Times. And Richard Schnickel wrote in Time, calls this a moving tribute and has the power to summon us to our better selves. Yep, this is a 2001 video release. And this is a 2000 film. This is in black and white and it's in color. Here's the label. And the print date is September 6, 2001, printed just exactly 5 days before the 9/11 attacks. This also came with a little thing, which I'll show it to you really quick. This is, first of all, this is the front of it. This is a to get a free copy of the Teacher's Companion Study Guide, and then how to use it. There's the quote from Schindler's List, plus it also was a real life quote as well during the Holocaust. Whoever saves one life saves the world entire. Or at least that's what, because this also happened in real life when, I forgot Ben Kingsley's character in the film, but he gave Oscar Schindler, who's Liam Neeson's character, the ring that says that line. So, like, toward the end of the film. Little spoiler for those who haven't seen Schindler's List, but for those who are, but I'm sure maybe most of you guys probably have seen it, because, well, hold on, let me put the phone down for a sec, because I'm pretty sure for those who were born in the 80s or probably in the 90s, or have seen it in high school, have probably already seen it by now. So it's not technically a spoiler for those of that age, like if you're in your 20s or 30s or something, but just for those who haven't seen it, then that's just a little spoiler. But of course this has nothing to do with, because I think this takes place around World War II, and it has something to do with Jewish stuff, about like 10,000 Jewish and other children were transported from German-held lands to foster homes and hostels in Great Britain. That's just one of the things that says in the description. Anyways, next up we have Bowling for Columbine, or Columbine. Can't really pronounce it that well. I remember hearing the exact pronunciation, but I'll get to it maybe later or something. The most important film of the year by the LA Daily News and Hilarious by Time, and on over 160 top 10 lists, including Time, Entertainment Weekly, and Chicago Tribune. This is a Michael Moore film. This is one of two Michael Moore movies I have. 2 thumbs up by Ebert and Roeper and the movies, riveting by New York Times, and terrific by Time. And the Hollywood Reporter calls this brilliant. There's some quotes from the film plus thumbnails. This was, This deals with, like, it's, talks about, like, use of guns. I never seen this, but I do know that it talks about, like, guns following the Columbine High School massacre in '99. So, Anyways, next up we have Standing in the Shadows of Motown, which is also from '02. Blasts off the screen like a heat wave by Newsweek. And for features, it has Dinner with the Funk Brothers, an intimate evening spent with the Funk Brothers, reflecting on their extraordinary careers and lives. Yep, this is about Motown, of course. 2 thumbs up by Ebert Roeper. So we have the label, and there's no print date. Okay, that's it for the tapes, so now I'm going to go on to the DVDs, which I got 4 of them. Next up, we have Ghosts of the Abyss, which is from 2003, and this DVD was released in 2004. Ghosts of the Abyss picks up where Titanic left off by Dean Richards of WGN-TV AM radio. This is a James Cameron film. 2 thumbs up by Ebert Roeper, and for features, it has reflections of the deep, which includes unseen footage from the filmmaker's risky dives to the ocean floor and revealing interviews with director James Cameron, star Bill Paxton, and the entire crew. The Myrrh experience an innovative multi-angle feature. Choose from different cameras as you dive to the ocean's floor and ultimately see the grand staircase from any view you want. And then the specifications right there. This includes 2 cuts, the 60-minute cut and then the 90-minute extended cut. And Haunting and Beautiful by Dave Keir of the New York Times. This is one I have seen before. I watched this just after I got this DVD because I got this in the mail back in 2022. And it's a pretty good documentary. But there's the scene selections in the back of it. So if you haven't seen it, definitely check it out. Or recommended. Definitely check it out. Especially if you're a James Cameron fan, or a Bill Paxton fan, or even Titanic, or if you're a fan of the movie Titanic, then that's a go for. Anyways, we have Fahrenheit 9/11, which is from 2004. This is the other Michael Moore movie I have. The year's must-see film, compelling, funny, and most of all entertained by Claudia Puig of USA Today. 2 thumbs way up by Ebert Roeper, Enthralling by Mary Quillis of Time Magazine, and Kenneth Turan, Excellent by Kenneth Turan of Los Angeles Times. And for features, it has feature at the release of Fahrenheit 9/11, montage the people of Iraq on the eve of invasion, you see in Homeland Security Miami style outside Abu Ghraib prison, eyewitness account from Samarra, Iraq, extended interview more with Abdul Henderson, Leila Lipscomb at the Washington, D.C. premiere, Arab American comedians, their acts and experiences after 9/11, Condoleezza Rice's 9/11 Commission testimony, and Rose Garden press briefing after 9/11 Commission appearance. So, yep. Got the disc of it right here. Okay, next up we have March of the Penguins, which is from 2006. Astonishing by David Nielsen Newsweek. Unbelievable by Rex Reed of New York Observer. Riveting by Stephen Holt of New York Times. Amazing, Roger Ebert or Ebert Roeper. A delightful, wholesome experience for the whole family by Desson Thomason of Washington Post. This is narrated by Morgan Freeman. And the Ghosts of the Abyss, Bill Paxton narrates. I don't know who does the Motown one. And then Into the Arms of Strangers, Judi Dench narrates. And for features, it has Of Penguins and Men, National Geographic's Crater Cam, Emperor Penguins, classic Looney Tunes cartoon 8-Ball Bunny, and theatrical trailer. So here's the disc. This is in full screen. It's a full screen edition. And finally, last but not least, this is one that I picked up not too long ago. And this is Food, Inc., which is from 2008, I think. More than a terrific movie, it's an important movie by Entertainment Weekly, and 4 stars, one of the year's most important films by San Francisco Examiner. This is the other one I've seen, by the way. Like I said in the update video when I got this, It Might Change Your Life by O of the Oprah magazine. And everyone should see Food, Inc. by Washington Post. And for features, it has deleted scenes, celebrity public service announcements, resources, ABC News Nightline. You are what you eat, food with integrity. The Amazing Food Detective and Smackdown. And stay active and eat healthy. Doing for eating what former Vice President Al Gore's In Inconvenient Truth did for global warming by Kansas City Star. We got the disc right here, and then this is in a recyclable case. And so that is it for my documentary movie collection video, and I will see you again some other time soon. I actually am planning to find more documentaries in the future, like one of these times at the Salvation Army. Like I'm planning to own Super Size Me, because that I don't have, but I am interested in having that film. Plus I've seen bits of it like in school, but not the whole thing though, because I think I was sick or something the day before, or an obligation at school I had to take care of, so I couldn't see the first half. But the rest of it though I have seen. And then there was and then Capitalism, a Love Story, I have seen that one. I do want to get as well. And then a couple of other documentaries I've seen in school, or even ones I haven't seen, that I do want to get my hands on as well. So anyways, that concludes this video for today, and I'll see you again soon.